Yo, what's up, YouTube? Oh, that sounds terrible. Alright, so here's the deal. The other day, I was just minding my own business, doing my own thing, and I ran into this TikTok post making fun of this video. And then I was like, there's no way that video is real. I thought the TikTok was so over the top and so extreme that I thought there's no way that video is real. And so I went to YouTube and I looked it up. Turns out the video is 100% real, and I think it's one of the worst videos I've ever seen in my entire life. He has over 500,000 views and a lot of likes and comments. I just have to share it with you guys. I think it's the worst video I've ever seen in my life. So let's set it up and introduce it. We'll react to it just because it's incredibly ridiculous, and we'll watch it. This video is called, oh my god, it has more likes than dislikes. Okay, that's terrible. This is terrible. This is a terrible video. It's called the top 10 best countries to find a great wife. Yeah. It's I already hate it. It's going to be terrible. It's narrated by a woman. It's narrated by a woman. It's the worst. I'm just gonna say it's the worst I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's very nonsensical. We're gonna start seeing a lot of holes in their logic.
Women in rich Western countries are not only better educated, but financially independent.
Okay, so we start with women in Western countries are not only better educated, but financially independent. You would think this is a good thing. I think this is a good thing. I think this is a good thing. But let's see what around the world has to say about women in Western countries being better educated and financially independent.
Therefore, they do not care much for the traditional family life as a potential future for them, as they don't think this way is the only one that leads to a satisfactory, fulfilling, and happy life.
Women in the west side of the world have very high standards because of their education and careers. They might actually want to do something with their lives, and that's bad. As a result, we will look elsewhere in the world for a wife with no aspirations, no career prospects, and no education.
10. Slovenia.
Let's go, Slovenia!
Slovenian women are really beautiful, hot, and relaxed ones.
We all know that every single Slovenian woman, they're all the same. They're all really beautiful. They're hot. And they're all relaxed. No stress in Slovenia. That looks like the stereotype American blonde. That doesn't even look Slovenian to me. I am sold.
They are very domesticated.
What does that mean? They're very domesticated. That sounds like a dog. Are they an animal? Are they a dog?
And take care of all the household chores.
They know how to clean. So they're hot, sophisticated, relaxed, beautiful, domesticated, which sounds like they're a dog, and relaxed. No, sorry, and they know how to clean. They'll do your dishes and clean the floors. Just get a Roomba. Oh no!
They are good cooks.
But it's more important to men. They're good cooks. Listen. Number one thing to look for in a wife, they have to know how to cook, according to around the world.
9.
Number 9, South Korea, making the top 10.
South Korea.
There is a generalization.
There is a generalization over Korean girls that
That's not your average Korean girl. That's a f***ing K-pop star.
they are easy ones.
Wow, they're easy ones.
But that's just a prejudice.
Oh, that's a prejudice. Guys, this list is not prejudiced. This list is getting rid of all prejudice, all assumptions. We're woke over here. This is a woke list, okay? F your sexism against Koreans or racism. This is a woke list.
They are very loyal, obedient, and respect.
Obedient. Oh, again with a f***ing dog f***ing language.
8.
8.
Japan.
Japan, okay, we're staying in Asia. Are they also gonna call them obedient? Let's see.
Japanese ladies also have exotic beauty,
Exotic beauty. Oh, God.
and they are really family-centered.
Are they saying these women aren't educated? That's it. That's the thing. At the beginning of the video, they're like, Western women are way too educated, so we gotta go for stupider women, which first of all, it's not true. These women are also educated, but
If you have a Japanese wife, you should know that she will look up to you as the only breadwinner in the family.
Japanese women are lazy. They don't like to work. So if you're gonna have a Japanese wife, you better be rich. What the is this? She's not gonna work. So Western women are bad because they wanna work, but a bad thing about Japanese women is that they do not wanna work. What do they want? What do they want?
Brazil.
Brazil. What are you gonna say
With
about
a Brazilian
Brazilians?
wife or girlfriend.
Okay, now we're downgrading them to girlfriends. Dude, come on, man.
Upon meeting a Brazilian woman, you will be immediately charmed by their sensuality.
True, we all know the prejudice that all Brazilian women are perpetually horny. Horny 100% of the time. Your dick will fall off if you fall in love with a Brazilian woman.
Body language, voice, and attitude.
And they have a lot of attitude, we know that.
6.
Okay, nothing specific to Brazilian people, just a bunch of stuff that applies to everyone.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, baby. Find a
Bulgarian women
wife.
have a wonderful mixture of traditional ways, intelligence, unpredictability, loyalty, and physical beauty.
Just like every other
Your
woman that
wife
we've
will
listed in
most
this
likely
list.
cook delicious dishes for you to eat, and you will get fat.
Okay, no, I do not want to get... Sorry, no, Bulgaria? Not Bulgaria. I will never marry a Bulgarian woman. I will not get fat.
Unless you turn up the exercise levels at the gym.
God damn it. If you want a Bulgarian wife, step 1, work out.
You can also make friends with the Bulgarian men and tell them you are hoping to find a
Wait, Bulgarian men? Okay, Bulgarian husband? I'm open.
woman to marry.
Wait, what?
With the Bulgarian men and tell them you are hoping to find a woman to marry.
So you're supposed to sit down with a bunch of Bulgarian dudes and be like, yo, I'm looking to find a wife from your country. Can you help me?
5.
5, back to Asia. Thailand.
Thailand is a great place to find a lovely wife.
Okay.
If you see a woman that you like, simply say hello.
Please do not make the insinuation that all you have to do to get a Thailand girl from Thailand to like you is to just say hello, that they're that easy. Please do not. Please do not.
That is all it takes.
No! What happened to prejudice? What happened to prejudice? They said earlier in the video, no prejudice. But all you have to do to get a Thai girl to like you is say hello, and then boom, you're in a relationship. Girlfriend acquired.
The
The Philippines.
They are very charming, and femininity exudes from all of their movements.
That's also a white woman. That's not a Filipino woman.
You will enjoy being with them, as you will be delighted by their happy chatting.
They're happy
But
chatting.
on the other hand, they can cope with unexpected situations.
That's not Filipino. That's like an Indian or Bangladesh. That's not, they're in the wrong, that's the wrong culture, my man.
They speak good English.
Okay, we set the bar pretty fucking low. We've set the bar very, very, very low.
3.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Alright, what are you
A
gonna say about
Mexican
Mexican
woman
women?
can make an excellent wife for you, if you like getting surprised and you are fond of adventures.
Okay.
They cherish their personal freedom, and they don't like if you want to lecture them about what to do.
So they're not obedient, apparently. Isn't that a bad thing? Do they want an obedient wife or a disobedient wife? What do you want? Schrodinger's sexism.
Or what not to do.
That's not the Mexican flag. That's not a Mexican woman. That's not the Mexican flag. That's an Iranian woman from Iran. Oh my god, this is the worst video I've ever seen in my entire life. There's so many things. Everything is just wrong.
2.
Number 2, Romania. Oh my god, this is getting worse and worse. Back to Europe.
Romania. Romania has some of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Citation needed?
Many are extremely well educated, and most speak English to some degree.
Wasn't that a bad thing?
If the woman you are interested in,
They're extremely well educated. That's why you should marry them, so that all their education goes down to just cleaning the house and doing dishes for you. I don't get it.
1.
Cambodia wins.
Cambodian women are genuinely interested in foreigners, especially white males.
Yeah, okay, now we know that this is literally catered to white males.
Because of the chance to have a better life with them as husbands.
The implication that Johnny, who works at the local gas station here in America, can give a better life than any other man in Cambodia. I love it. I love the racism.
You also need to make sure to send a monthly stipend of money to her family.
Is that a thing? It's a subscription service? What the f? Comments. All the racism, all the misogyny. I feel like I watched top 10 dog breeds. True. Clap it up for this great video. Worst video I've ever seen on YouTube. I think it breaks all kinds of new records of being terrible. Top 10 countries where women should go husband hunting.
In the Top 10's video today, we're going to be looking at the top 10 countries where ladies should go husband hunting.
Ladies.
Number 10, it's France.
France. Ooh la la, mademoiselle. The land of romance. Baguette fromage.
France is inextricably linked with
France. Is this what all French men look like?
ranked the 9th most attractive in the world in a poll performed by Telegraph magazine. It tied with Great Britain for number 5 in rate of domestic abuse among
Is that a selling point? Did he say he ranked for 5 in rate of domestic abuse? Is that a selling point? That is not a selling point, ladies. Ladies, stay the f out of France. That is not a selling point.
Its domestic abuse rate is a rather high 44%.
44% domestic abuse rate?
Its divorce rate is 9th highest in the world at 53%. All in all, France's population does well enough by all of the criteria of this list to place on it, but not super well at anything in particular.
Holy shit, how did they make the list? Look at this guy. This is totally I beat my wife face though. This guy has 100% I beat my wife energy. Let's be honest, okay?
Number 9, Canada.
Canada.
It's also one of the least sexist countries in the world,
Let's go, least sexist country.
with nearly 40% of its upper houses of government being female. It also has a relatively low divorce rate that has become even lower.
Wait, why are we next to France then? We should be way higher. We're less sexist, less divorce, less abuse, I
in
bet.
recent years. At approximately 25%,
Less abuse, 25% is still pretty fucking high, but way less. That's almost half of France. Holy shit.
this all might make Canada sound like the nice guy country of the world, but don't hold that against it. Number 8.
What? Literally because of looks? Well, showing pretty good looking men, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with them. Wow, Canada was done dirty. This is an anti-Canadian propaganda, I'm telling you. That is not what British men look like. Wait, hold on. British men at pub. This is what British men look like. This is what British men look like. There's a big difference if you go to the local bar between this. I'm just saying, okay? Oh my god, what is happening in Europe? Domestic abuse situation is bad enough. 44% of the population has experienced it. So that means that's 44% of the population. If 50% of the population is women, and most assault and most domestic abuse happens to women, that probably means like something like 70% of women in Britain have experienced domestic abuse. That's fucking insane. What is happening in Europe? Stop beating your wives.
Number
No.
7, Sweden.
Sweden.
Sweden is a very wealthy country with a GDP of approximately $58,000
Okay, they have
per
money.
capita. Also, men from Stockholm have been voted the most handsome in the world by polls like the one conducted by Travel Digest. But
Sorry, you can't say they're the most handsome in the world and then cut to this guy. Nothing against him. Just saying. Just saying. Like,
There's a very unfortunate reason that it's been dropped down to number 7, even though it would otherwise be in the running for the top
they also
3.
beat their wives.
Sweden has a very large domestic abuse.
I got it! I called it! Holy shit. Let's go, gamers. Don't beat your wife.
Number 6, Ireland.
Ireland.
Its domestic abuse rate within marriage is about 20%.
That's way low than what we've seen elsewhere in Europe. Irish people, way too chill. What is this? Fellas, boys, men in the chat, what is happening over here? That looks like a fucking kitchen rag that the man just wrapped around his... Like, this is not fashion. This is ridiculous. I gotta make a statement here. A very successful mail order husband business?
Business. Apparently, that means they're in demand for women of the world who want to be able to have more claim than usual to the pants in the family. What a good sign for progress.
We've gone from human trafficking of women to human trafficking of men. Progress! Holy shit. That's like saying, instead of beating their wives, now they're beating the husbands. Progress, equality has been achieved.
Number 5,
Australia. Who wants to tell me in chat what has every single country in the list has had in common so far? Let's see if we can guess it. Who can guess what every single country in the list so far has in common? And there we go. J-Star has it. They're predominantly white countries. The only good husband that a woman could get is a white husband. Equality!
significantly better off than Sweden on a social level because a study claims that it had the lowest domestic abuse rate in the world.
Yo, lowest domestic abuse rate in the world, in Australia. Let's go, Australia. You're doing great. You're doing great. I mean, they're really busy fighting all the fucking Tasmanian devils and bears and scorpions and snakes.
Number 4. Norway.
No way.
But it has an enormous problem in that it does not criminalize sexual assault within marriage.
Really?
A 2004 study estimates
That's
that 1 in every 6 Norwegian women
It's
was a victim
not a
of
crime? Domestic abuse inside of marriage is not a crime?
domestic violence. By 2011, the rates of reported number 3.
US number 3, not number 1. Americans in ruins. Americans actually crying right now.
Since the new millennium began, America has done much.
We all know all Americans dress like cowboys and look like this. Like, let's be honest, most of the Americans that dress like cowboys don't look like this. Okay? I've been to Texas. I know what they look like. They don't look like this.
Is that the divorce rate is the 10th highest in the world, 53%.
A lot of divorce.
Number 2, Switzerland.
Well, what were the good things? He didn't mention any good thing. He said the GDP is 50K. And here's a bunch of bad things. So why are they so high up? Canada had better things and we're 7th, 8th. What the f***?
And in at number 1, it's
Iceland. Iceland? We lost to Iceland? I don't have any Icelandic viewers, so excuse the slander, but we lost to Iceland? Chat, I hate to do this, but if you had to rate this man out of 10, looks-wise, how do we lose to this? Canada's is lower, has better-looking men, it's not a rock in the middle of the ocean,
The average income is only about $47,000.
and they're broke. I don't get it, dude. What was the logic of this thing? So now we know the best 10 countries to find a woman and to find a husband. So basically, I also love the thing that men have to go to lesser countries and women have to go to like rich white countries. You know what I mean? Like that disparity, that like the inherent racism. I hate to be like woke bae right now, but you understand the inherent racism of this whole thing, right? Like men, white men are saviors, are saving these women from their terrible countries that they're from. It's a big yikes. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. I know it was a little bit different than what we usually do, but hey, it was a lot of fun. We learned how to find a wife, how to find a husband, and bye.